Hi, I had people asking me questions. What are the aids for the rein back? So I usually start the rein back from the ground, and I put a little pressure on the halter and oftentimes on the horse's chest with my hand and tell them back. And if they take one step back, I release that pressure. And when they can do that reliably with just a little push or a gesture toward them, then I start asking for more than one step. So then under saddle, I'll oftentimes have a ground person help me teach the horse to back for the first couple times, but I want to try and have my body in the correct position for that first. So I want to have contact with their mouth, so I want short reins. I want to be sitting square in the middle of the saddle. I want to feel that I'm on my 3 points of contact, my 2 seat bones and my pubic arch. And then when I ask the horse to back, I'm going to bring my lower leg back. I'm going to close my knee, arch my lower back a little bit so that I press down on the front of the saddle, and then I just take a little vibrate on the rein when I touch with my leg. And so when they're first learning this, I'll have a ground person aid them and even say back, and then the horse will learn to do it from the aid of the rider. So for the beginning, that's a decent back. It's slow and cautious, but it feels like the horse is understanding what I want him to do. Once the horse understands the back pretty well, I put a little speed on it. So that's a little faster walk or a faster rein back. And I put a little speed on it with more leg. I want him to know that when I use my leg, his legs need to move a little more. And that one had a little more speed than the second one, which was a little more speed than the first one. So I'm going to practice backing just like this until the horse feels like they understand the aid. If I hit a roadblock and feel like the horse is tossing their head or hollowing their back or they're getting really crooked, I'm just going to dismount and show the horse again from the ground. And a lot of times it does help to have a wall on one side of them and then have you on the other side, and that can help kind of put a little channel, visual channel, so the horse understands that they're supposed to stay straight, because the back is not a natural gait for the horses to do, and so we really do have to practice it. And when you add the weight of the rider, it becomes even more difficult for them. So really think about, you want to be sitting really square, equal pressure on your reins, but the actual rein back aid comes from bend the knees, close the thigh, crotch down, and then just a little vibrate on the rein, and if they don't go, you add more leg. So you want to feel like your hand has said, don't go past me, and your leg says, move. And so they learn to move backward because they've come into the hand, not because you've pulled them, because that'll just make them drop the withers, push back with the straight front leg, and they won't tuck the pelvis underneath them. So practice around a little bit with your rein back and help the horse get a little bit more comfortable with it, because backing is a wonderful tool for strengthening your horse's hind end, and it also helps to straighten a horse. Happy riding, everyone.